One of the most powerful cities in the ancient world once stood on the bank of Euphrates. The city of Babylon lay within the huge Babylonian kingdom. Today, the ruins of the city, which was founded more than 4,000 years ago as a tiny harbor on the Euphrates River, are situated in modern-day Iraq. Why was it known as the richest city of all time? What led to its downfall? Stick around to find out all that and more. The city that once was. Babylon, the capital of Babylonia in southern Mesopotamia, is one of the most well-known cities from any ancient civilization. The distance today is roughly 60 miles south of present-day Baghdad, Iraq. Even though little is known about Babylon's early days, evidence from history points to the possibility that it served as an administrative hub around 4,000 years ago. The city was later taken over by Samuabum, a ruler from a region near modern-day Syria, in 1894 BC, who converted it into a minor kingdom. Then, when Hammurabi, the city's sixth king, rose to the throne in 1792 BC, the city's fortunes underwent a significant upheaval. Under Hammurabi's leadership, Babylon rose to prominence as one of the most important cities in those times. A new line of kings founded the Neo-Babylonian Empire, which extended from the Persian Gulf to the Mediterranean Sea centuries later. During this time, Babylon developed a stunning architectural style that included the Tower of Babel, the Ishtar Gate, and the Hanging Garden of Babylon. Because its residents were the richest people in their era, Babylon rose to become the richest city in all of history with one simple trick: they understood the worth of money. They used excellent financial practices to earn money, keep money, and increase the value of their money. They secured for themselves the future wages that we all hope for. Yep, these people were the first hustlers known to mankind. The wonders of the city. Babylon was transformed by Hammurabi into a prosperous, strong, and well-known city. In fact, one of the first and most comprehensive written law systems was produced by him, called the Code of Hammurabi. This was their golden era in which they had a cultural rebirth. During the reign of King Nebuchadnezzar II, the Babylonians constructed a number of stunning buildings, lavish statues, and artworks. The residents lived like kings and queens, as the state looked after all their needs and well-being. Even back then, the walls of Babylon were made to be so strong that, according to the historians, chariot races were done on top of them. The city behind those walls covered an area of 200 square miles, which is comparable to the current size of Chicago. 3 huge palaces were made by Nebuchadnezzar II, and each was magnificently ornamented with blue and yellow glazed tiles. Also, he constructed a series of shrines, the biggest of which, known as Isagil, was devoted to Marduk. The shrine was almost as tall as a 26-story office building at 280 feet. Have you heard about the Hanging Gardens? Classified as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, these were reportedly constructed by King Nebuchadnezzar for his wife Amytis, who missed the lush hills of her native land. Although the exact site of the gardens has never been determined, it is believed that they are consisted of an increasing sequence of tier-style gardens filled with trees, shrubs, and vines. Then the magnificent Ishtar Gate was Babylon's principal entryway to its inner city. Bright blue glazed bricks with images of bulls, dragons, and lions were used to decorate the doorway. You can see it for yourself. Early in the 20th century, German researchers dug up the gate's remains, and using its original bricks, they built a replica of it in Berlin's Pergamon Museum. The fall. Babylon's heights of glory didn't last for long. After Hammurabi's death, the empire disintegrated, and soon enough, so did the riches. They say that the city was given up without a fight because it had grown so weak under a string of incompetent kings. But even though the city was conquered by the Persians in 539 BC, it remained a thriving center for art and learning. In fact, Alexander the Great ordered that Babylon was to be left unharmed even after he'd conquered the Persian Empire in 331 BC. But after Alexander's death, the intensity of the conflict over the empire caused the city's citizens to depart, and Babylon gradually fell into ruin. Years later, Saddam Hussein significantly rebuilt the ancient city in the 1980s. One of Nebuchadnezzar's palaces was among the ancient city's structures that the Iraqi government tried to restore. But then American forces made a military base on the ruins following the 2003 invasion of Iraq. According to the United Nations Office for Cultural Heritage, the base significantly damaged the ancient site. There you have it, the fall of the richest city of all time, which now you can hardly find traces of. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to watch the next video.